All right, break. It is Monday, 3 July, 0553 local, 1053 Zulu. This is a 3.3.7 Bravo first look. We are configured with a Dynon probe going to the main system and a Garmin probe going to DocsBox, or the secondary system out in the left wing. Both systems have 3.3.7 Bravo installed. There's supposed to be some internal IMU AHRS improvements, so what we're going to be looking at is a little bit of auto calibration today and possibly some transient response as well to get some pressure mapping for the Garmin probe. All right, 992's coming in. 2992 is set. So a little moke bowl, better horizon than yesterday. Some underlying mist. VFR, sun's on its way up. It's already 75 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's going to be another hot day. And we're out of 4 for 5. And we're going to be working Eglin Delta today. Standard 5,000 foot pressure altitude. And once we level off at 5, first test today is just going to be a basic AOA tone check. We had good performance on takeoff. I expect everything will work normally. We haven't changed any sort of calibration. And we have actually dialed up the polynomial regression for DocsBox in the wing. So our recorded AOA today coming out of DocsBox should be reasonable. That was a interesting sortie yesterday. And we saw some pressure reversal with that probe at high alpha. So we're going to be looking at that more closely. All right, we'll just get level off here at 5. It is currently 10:55, 52, 71 degrees Fahrenheit, 30.4 on board. We're sculling 360 degrees. And we're just going to slow the airplane down here, and we're going to get a tone check. Expect LVD max right around 90 indicated on the standby. So power's coming back, mixture's back. Just maintaining altitude, volume's up. And we've got our standard AOA display up. Flap position is 0. Interesting. G's are showing 0.1, so there's something, Lenny. Pretty sure I'm at 1G, but you never know. All right, starting to ease into the tones now. Power's back to idle. And approaching an LVD max condition. All right, LVD max, we got a good tone at LVD max. Let's just maintain an LVD max condition for just a moment here. Power. All right, that would be a guard check. That's not helpful. All right, let's go ahead and slow down to an on-speed condition now.
Departure 959 Charlie Romeo, holding for release, number 135.
959 Charlie Romeo Eglin, release for departure runway 35, fly runway heading climb maintain 2000, call me airborne.
All right, runway heading 2000, release for departure 959 Charlie Romeo.
All right, we got to get on-speed condition here. Just going to maneuver a little bit on speed. All right, on-speed check's good. Let's get a stall warning check. Good God. Hope that's that airplane. All right, good slow tone. Can't even hear my engine right now. Let's turn that down. All right, good stall warning. Hold it here in the stall warning, and looking right, got a good tone check. Let's go ahead and get a good attitude system check here. All right, velocity vector's looking good. Pitch is looking a little bit higher than what I'm seeing on the EFIS. Let's climb up here at 10. All right, everything's starting to marry up now. And let's level off. All right, IVVI is responding really, really well. Electronic. All right, let's get a quick roll check here. Good roll check, good sync.
Departure 959, Charlie
Nice.
Romeo.
Wow.
1.2, climb at 2000.
Wow.
959 Charlie Romeo Eglin, verify mile north
Wow.
Bob Sykes.
Very nice.
Yep,
Okay.
that's for
A
959,
little
Charlie
pressed
Romeo.
under, okay, over the top.
Roger, continue climb, maintain 10,000.
All right. Let her fast erect here. Well, 9 Charlie Romeo hopefully is going to fly out of the airspace here pretty soon. Okay. Well, that kind of tumbled the gyro. So let's see if we get a good fast erect here. Okay, she's erecting. So we'll have to be careful. Something else when we do the IMU calibrations. She is fine for basic normal flight attitudes. Obviously challenged when we do a full roll like that. So we'll just maintain straight and level and we'll skull 360 and we'll get set up for our first auto cal.
Hey, departure 9 Charlie Romeo. You still want us on runway heading?
9 Charlie Romeo, affirmative. Continue on that runway heading 10,000 and contact Jacksonville Center on 120.2. They'll get you on course momentarily.
Thank God.
120.2, continue on runway heading 9 Charlie Romeo, 10,000.
Ah. I don't know who 9 Charlie Romeo is, but it must be painful in their cockpit.
120.2, is that correct, 9 Charlie Romeo?
Confirm, 20.2.
All right, looking good. All right, gyro's caged. Let's pull up a D-cell display here. Oh, I thought that was them. There we go. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and navigate to on-speed local. Make sure we're connected here. Turn our Wi-Fi on, airplane mode. Bluetooth is off. Let's connect to the cockpit box. Connecting to on speed. Eglin 7 Bravo Romeo. Oh, that's not good. Eglin November 17 Bravo Romeo on the blind. Just be advised, you have carrier only, no modulation on this frequency and a lot of background noise.
Bravo Romeo, second.
All right, we got a lot of background noise on the modulation on this frequency. It's been going on for about 5 minutes. Heads up.
Okay, copy. You can, I'm not getting anything on my end. Let me try the backup.
Okay, we're connected to Wi-Fi.
Bravo Romeo, I'm not getting anything on that one either. You can monitor 25.1 if you want instead.
Okay, I'm going to switch over to 25.1, thanks. And 7 Bravo Romeo is up, 25.1.
7 Bravo Romeo, loud clear.
Thanks. All right, thank God. Now let's navigate to on-speed local. Looking good. Coming up on the north end of the airspace. So we'll get set up for our first run to the south. Okay, let's just go ahead, and this first one should actually be in EFIS mode. Hopefully this won't force a reboot. Yeah, we just forced a reboot. Okay, so we navigated to system configuration, standard, force the reboot. Let's let that come back up. We're already on the second log file now. Unfortunately, we're gonna have lots of log files today. Try one more time. All right, looking good. trying to confirm. And we're actually using the EFIS calibration source. That looks good. Go over our wizard. It's set up for our first cal here. We'll do one quick EFIS cal, and then we'll switch over to the IMU, and we'll start taking a look at that. All right, 1,500 pound gross weight. Take a midweight fuel. We're going to go with 1315. It's good, 80 knots. And 6 Gs. All right, navigating to the second page. All right, navigating to the third page. Everything's looking good. Let's hook to a heading of 180. And we'll get set up for a
Delta 1799, departure, good morning, radar contact.
auto cal run. Looking good. All right, Delta's airborne. Let's Humpty just a little bit here. Time now 11:04:49. 69 degrees Fahrenheit. 29.5 on board. This will be a auto cal run using the BN 300 as a baseline. First going 180 degrees. And standby airspeed. Trim, trim, trim. Looking good. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Initial throttle pull. Stop Excel. Record. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008. 8-second throttle pull, standard left rudder.
66 Quebec, it's radar contact.
And
about
just
half
let
mile
us
east,
settle into the green arc, Lenny. Holding altitude today.
2500 sounds
Into the
good. All
green
the
arc.
ranges east of you are cold. Are you just going to the training area out over the bay?
All right, looking good. There's your 1 knot per second. Trim, trim, trim,
Okay,
trim, trim.
copy all. Maintain VFR.
Working for constant pitch, definite constant AOA. All right. We're quick on the decel. We're going to just hold this though so we keep the pitch going. Pausing momentarily at 5 degrees. Back to 1 knot per second. Boy, it's going to be hot today. On-speed condition. Increase pitch rate. Very nice looking curve. Let's just go ahead and save a screenshot of that. And we'll save that data to file. And we've got a really nice, what do we got here? A 9981 curve. Everything's looking good. We're going to go ahead now, and we're going to switch to the IMU, and we're going to start taking a look at that.
Delta 1799, contact Jacksonville.
We're back up here.
0.2, good morning.
See if we force a reboot. Navigating to system configuration. Hopefully you can see my phone in the dim light here this morning. And we got us a, we got a quick one. Don't know. That may be an extra file. It may not be an extra file. Notice we got the red X simultaneously as we navigated to the page. That may be normal. All right, let's see here. Calibration data source. Changing that to the IMU. We'll go ahead and try to save that calibration. And iPhone standard, the first time you hit save, it just brings up the menu. All right, we got a good configuration save. Let's navigate back to the wizard. Things are looking good. Weights are good. Front page is good. Okay. Again, that's interesting. That's probably just a Wi-Fi artifact. And we've got a good live wire. We're showing data source as the internal IMU. We're in a flaps 0 condition. There's 5,500 feet. And let's just Schwuppenhausen and get set up for our next run. Time now, 11:07:58, 66 degrees Fahrenheit, 29.2 on board. This will be an IMU-based cal run on the Dynon probe main system. First time using this software. Airspeed's looking good. Stand by, heading. All right, sweet. 11:08:35, 68 degrees Fahrenheit, 29.1. We're going to start from right here. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Initial throttle. A record. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008. Standard left rudder. Mixture's back. Be kind to the carburetor. Good trim. And using the exact technique as we did on that last curve. Let her settle into the green arc, maintaining altitude. Trim, 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 trim. Top of the green arc. Real nice, approaching 5 degrees. There's our 1 knot per second. Balancing off the 1 knot per second with pitch inputs. Just trying to make smooth curves, not required. Righty. On speed condition. Increase pitch rate, stall. Nikes. Hockey stick, and not too pretty, but usable. Okay. Go ahead and save that screenshot, and we'll save that data to the file. Interesting hockey stick. Okay, we're going to work that again. We'll be sure that we are definitely not accelerating at the beginning. I can't imagine that we were, based on that setup, but we'll be a little bit more pure this time. So we're still looking at lots of noise, but we're getting a reasonably good average. Polynomial, the curve itself actually doesn't look too bad. And angles of attack look just about right. So we'll see. Go ahead and yo-yo here. We'll get set up for another run. This will be on a heading of 180 once we get established. It is now 11:10:01, 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 28.9 on board. Overall, everything is working great. So as far as the boom and EN300 parsing improvements go, everything seems to be rock solid. Still have Wi-Fi issues and not yet seeing any substantial improvement in IMU. We're going to try DocsBox a little bit today too, since the Dynon is almost unusable with that probe. We're going to get a couple more runs. And we got a good live wire, we got a good setup, so we're going to be all set for this one. Let's just make sure, down here to VNO, we are not accelerating. All right, 11:11:50, 68 degrees Fahrenheit, 28.8 on board. There's our VNO condition. Level here. We are definitely not accelerating. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Record. That was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. First, it's interesting. We got a relatively high deceleration rate in the area we see the hockey stick. So I have an idea for the next one, if this one looks the same. We may do the Terry Lutz 2 throttle pull technique and see if that eliminates it. Don't want to really be hypersensitive to that 1 knot per second though, because that's not going to necessarily work well in the real world. We'll keep it in here for now. Accept some descent down about 100 feet. All right. Yep, same thing. That curve looks almost identical. About a 9.544 curve. Let's save that screenshot. Download, save that data to file, download. Not sure what's going on with that. All right, let's try the, if that 1 knot per second eliminates that hockey stick. And we'll get a sniff check at Doc's box. And then we'll move on to put some transient response data in the can. All right, quiet morning, lots of airspace ahead of us. It's a holiday. We're just gonna humpty. And pushing it up to VNO. It is 11/14/20, 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 28.6 on board. Their altitude standby airspeed. Still accelerating. We're back to 0. All right, there's stable conditions. Standby data mark. 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Initial throttle pull. Record. Shit. Okay, knock it off, knock it off. I think that was just a finger fuck on my part. Not sure what the phone is doing here. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's hook to heading at 360, maintain parameters. That's a bad data mark. And we're just going to start from this speed. We're right at 0 right now. Okay, mixture's back. Density altitude 6,700 feet today, already 69 degrees Fahrenheit at altitude. And we've been airborne 24 minutes, 26 seconds. All right, let's push it up. Accelerating. Rolling out, heading 360 at 11:16. Even, 69 degrees Fahrenheit, 28.3. There's a VNO condition. Still accelerating, power's coming back. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Definite decel mode. All right, now let's work our 1 knot per second here, fairly religiously. Letting the airplane doing a drift down technique. So drift down, very slow throttle pull. There's 1 knot per second precisely. And just holding that, using the drift down. And throttle's still coming back. Mark, idle. 1 knot per second drift down. Trim's starting to come on. Very slightly. We're already down 250 feet. We're going to accept whatever altitude delta we get on this one. Just trying to nail the 1 knot per second. Lots of vibration in here. Oh, look at that. Never mind. Can't use that display. It's eye candy. All right. Just back to flying the bar. All right, we're down 400 feet. Been doing a fairly good job averaging 1 knot per second from the get-go. Airway's coming up. Pitch is very low, actually only 10 degrees. So this will be an interesting pitch curve to look at. Okay. Whoa, that's even worse. Okay, all right. Not only do we get a hockey stick, we induce a ton of noise. Check that out. Okay, so that is not helpful. We're going to try a real quick, uh-oh. Do I want to save the calibration? I hope not. I hope that's not what we just did. Want to download? Yes. Save the screenshot. Okay, let's try something before we switch to Doc's box. All right, let's head back up, hook over here to the east, and let's just get a quick random.
Meridian 6 is Quebec. How much further east you going to go?
If faster is better than slower. Good live wire.
Maintain VFR, folks, change approved.
Let's Humpty here. A little bit. Actually, we'll just kind of keep a ginormous yo-yo going. All right, it is 11/19/43, 68 degrees Fahrenheit, 28.0. This is going to be a random, and I just want to look at the curve. So this will be our 45-degree nose up. Stand by, data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
So throttle pull, record. Okay, throttle's coming back. Throttle's and idlers, 10 degrees, 20 degrees, 30 degrees, 40 degrees, stall. AOA recovery. All right. Okay, complete reverse curve. Can't handle that. Okay. All right. Very interesting. Okay. Save that screenshot.
722 Romeo Delta, going to
And save that data to the file.
2998.
Okay, let's go ahead and switch over to DocsBox. Take a look at that real quick. Da, 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 da. All right, Wi-Fi, switching over to Docs. And switching to DocsBox. DocsBox is already on the internal IMU. So all we need to do is connect up. On speed local. And we are now connected to DocsBox. Let's go ahead and go to our live view. Just check our gyro. All right. Okay, got a good gyro check here. Let's start an easy right turn to north for airspace. That back, pull that back. Let's get set up for a auto calibration. Going to the Wizard. Got 27 on board, 26, 13, 10. That'll work. Okay. So 1,500 pounds. $13.10. Unfair attitude. Recover. 80 knots. And 6 Gs. Clear, clear, clear. Continue. All right, looking good. Coming around. Okay, we just forced a reboot there using the auto calibration wizard. So let's go ahead and just refresh that page, see if we can get it back up. So again, Wi-Fi issues. We did go to the second page. Okay, so hopefully it retained the first page. Let's go back. We're going to just make sure. Don't know. Trust but verify. Going to the calibration wizard. Yep, it did retain the numbers. Let's try it again. Okay, that time we navigated through it. We're on a new file. We've got a good live wire. And we're showing the IMU flat position 0. That all looks good. Okay, Humpty here. It is 11:23 even. 71 degrees Fahrenheit, 27.6. Let's just check. A little bit northeast here for the MOA. And we'll push it over here just a little bit. Looking good. There's our 5,000 standby airspeed. Let's come left to one of our cardinal headings. Looking good. This will be a IMU-based calibration of the Garmin probe docs box at 11:23:45, 69 degrees Fahrenheit, 27.5. Airspeed's looking good. Altitude's a little low. We're going to hold it. Standby data mark. 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Initial throttle pull or record. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008. Standard throttle pull. Standard left rudder. Decel. Little climb. A little bit of a high decel rate. We're just going to hold this now. Trim's coming in. Getting to the north end of the airspace, just enough room to get this done. Trim, 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 trim. Airborne 33 minutes, 22 seconds. Did a couple of quick looks here of this. Yep, almost identical to what we saw yesterday. More of a hockey stick, though, and more of a center bulge. I don't understand that hockey stick at all. So something is going on at the beginning of the run. And we'll save that, and we'll save that data to the file, download it. Again, by hockey stick, I mean we've got that big check mark kind of thing going. Looks like a semi-usable curve. Stall angle shows a little bit low, but interesting. Let's go back up. And let's go look at that. Just again, we're going to switch to the Dynan calibration source. I expect we're going to crash the box now. System configuration. Oh, we got her. Nice. Let's switch to Dynan here. EFIS. Okay, we're switching to EFIS. Saving that. Okay, configuration saved. Let's go to our wizard. Gonna yo-yo. I'm just making an easy turn to south here to make sure that we're back fat in the center of the MOA. Continue. Continue. Okay, good live wire. We are set up for an EFIS calibration. All right, trim, 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 trim. Yo-yo a little bit here. Coming right to a heading of 180 at 11:26:20. 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 27.3 gallons on board. And standby airspeed. This will be a EFIS-based calibration of the Garmin probe. All right, been airborne 35 minutes, 39 seconds. Okay, nice and stable. Standby. Data mark. 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Record. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008. All right. Standard left rudder. Standard throttle pull. Nice squeeze on the stick. A little bit of a high decel rate. Just kind of mimicking what we saw last time, using the exact same technique. She'll drift down into the green band. All right, looking good. Trim, 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 trim. Trying to be as smooth as we can, as always. Give the gyro some time to work. Very nice. All right, middle of the green band. There's our LV max Q. That all checks good. Right here as we approach the stall. All right, looking good. Let's see how that looks. Kind of half-assed, missing some data in there. Probably a flyable curve. Got a better stall angle than that, so Dynan's doing better than the IMU. That's kind of the bottom line right now, at least with the conventional. Tell you what, we'll get a quick random here. since we're up and we're going to do the 15-degree random. Since we've already got a 45-degree random in the can, then we're going to get a little bit of transient response data. So we can do our first look at the Garmin probe. We got a good camera, we got a good boom. It is 11/28/52, 68 degrees Fahrenheit, 27.1 on board. This will be a yo-yo to a heading of, well, actually we're pretty fat in the airspace. Yeah, let's do 360 actually for this one. We're gonna knock out a quick one. This will be random, so this will be the smooth pull to 15, hold 15, let the AOA catch up. Accelerate here. Put a little bit of altitude for airspeed. And rolling out 360 at 11:29:30. 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 27.0 on board, standby airspeed. 10 knots or so. Looking good. All right, we're still accelerating. We'll chop that off in analysis. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Initial throttle pull, record. And it's ripping her back to idle. Nose is smoothly coming up to 15 degrees. Standard left rudder as we decelerate here initially. Nose is coming up to 15 and holding 15. I'm gonna not trim this time and see if we do a better job of holding 15. Gets a little pitchy in here. I don't necessarily like that. Except in the climb. Pitchy right there, and there's our brake. See how she does. Hump. So, got a pretty good stall angle though, so that's good. All right, enough of all that. Go ahead and
Eglin approach 24064 hotel, descending through 8,300.
4064 Hotel,
Clean that
Eglin
up.
approach, runway 14, use at Destin, the winds are variable at 4, the altimeter 2998.
okay, let's get some.
Roger, to on us east of 331 or field to Y point.
Dynamic
Nothing's
response
active
here.
right now, you can just proceed direct Destin.
Proceed direct descend 64 hotel.
Get squared away on a heading of 180. We'll start with some 60-degree bank turns. Take her up. Normal AOA display. Little humpty. And leveling. These at about 150 indicated. Say what, 140 indicated since we're there. I like that. All right, first one's gonna be 60-degree bank left turn off a heading of 180. Standby, data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
All right, pumping it up an inch. Altitude control back, altitude control, a little late getting the G's on. Two G's holding. Power. Let it stabilize right here. We get a 720. Each direction. A little more power. Holding the airspeed right around 130. All right, that's maneuvering speed. Looking good. There's our two G's. Coming up on heading 180 and knock it off, knock it off. All right, Humpty, there's our wake. Let's get another 720. Let's do that to the right. Let our airspeed walk up here just a little bit. Now the power's just about right. Approaching 140, data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
There we go.
Eglin approach King Air 177 Lima Alpha 24.8 for 11.
King Air 177 Lima Alpha, Eglin approach. Roger, Christian, altimeter is 3002.
2G. Power, power, power. Airspeed, brother. Come on, come on. Speed. Got the climb going. That's where it's going. Okay, let's let it stabilize. Let's get another one in there. 720. Rudder, rudder, rudder. Come on. Jesus, Vac. The fuck are you doing? All right, there's a 130 stable at 2, about 100 feet high. All right, we got enough dynamic 1G stall data. All right, that looks good. All right, this be a good wake. All right, let's go for some 30s here. So let's set 20 inches of manifold pressure set. This will be 30 up, 30 down, half G. All right, stand by, data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Nice smooth pull, 2.5, there's 30, and there's a half. Half over the top, right rudder as required. Be a 2.5 G pull. Push, 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 push. There's 30, and pull. 2.5 G pull. It's 30. Half G over the top. Right rudder as required. Get about 5 of these. If I can manage to count. No tone because we're too fast over the top. And ready, 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 pull. A little bit much on the G's, easy there back. Transition left rudder, right rudder. And push. Half G. Ready, pull. Half G looking good, left rudder going up. And push, right rudder over the top. Sweet. At 3. Oh God, I'm having Dirty Harry moments here. Was it 3 or was it 4? Good, here we go. Ready. Pull, 2.5. 30 left, up, and push. One more.
7 Lima Alpha, descend and maintain 7,000.
7,000 now, 7 Lima Alpha.
And pull. Push. And looking good. All right, we'll go down. We'll go ahead and we'll just go down and then we will terminate. And terminate. All right. All right, let's get set up. We'll do some 40s. And heading at 360. All right, it is 11:36:42, 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 26.1 on board. All right, looking good. Yeah, milk bowl's starting to fill in now. Imagine that. And it's going 360. This is good airspeed. We're going to start on this one. A little bit of power. Bump it up to about 21.5 inches, and these will be vertical S's. Heading 360. 3, 2, 1, mark.
Data mark.
Fourth, half G. Push, 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 push. Come on, baby. Oh, that's a 0 G. Okay, fuck it. Let's go. All right, work these a little smoother here, Vac. Don't need to be that hard on the engine. There's our half G condition. We'll just be more patient over the top. All right, let's knock it off. Not liking those. Circle here. We're going to start at a slower speed.
Traffic, 5 o'clock.
What the fuck? Get out of here. Too much might be squawking against ourselves. Yep, I think we're dragging ourselves around. That's interesting. Okay, spurious. Yep, back it off. Okay, we'll slow her down. And get set up for another series of vertical S's. Big old bogey gather and clearing turn here just to make double dog sure. And we're looking good. Let's come back around to heading at 360. Get one more set in. We'll work some high G stalls. RTB. We've been airborne now 48 minutes, 5 seconds. All right, there's 140. That's better speed to start these at. Watch to push this time back. All right, stand by, data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
All right, 21 and a half, 22, there we go, up 40. Half G. Half G this time. Holding the half G. Pull. Go, half G. Half G. Half G. All right, elbow's doing better now. Half G. All right, last one. And half G. Looking good.
7 Lima Alpha, contact 10 to approach 125.2.
25-2, we'll see you 7 Lima Alpha.
Watch the push and terminate. All right, next is going to be a 4G brake turn, 5,000 feet. Slow her down just a little bit, get closer to the corner. All right, stand by, data mark 3, 2, 1. Data mark.
Data mark.
4G brake left.
Sirius 2 Romeo Delta, contact 10 to approach 124.15.
All right, knock it out. Okay, next we're going to work for a high G stall. Take it back up to 5. Time now 11:42:17. 69 degrees Fahrenheit, 25.4 on board. Pushed up to about 150.
Eglin approach, 2640, got Eglin and destiny in sight.
BG's a stick on the pole. All right. Speed's coming good, looking good. Stand by, data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Come on, baby. All right, got it. All right. That will be sufficient.
Runway 20. Runway 12 and 20 in use. Taxiway hotel closed between Delta 2 and Taxiway Echo. Runway 12 approach end cable removed. Advise on initial contact you have information Yankee.